In this video, I'll be telling you my top 5 tips before you board Wonder of the Seas. Hi guys, it's Chipface here, and in this video I'll be telling you my top 5 tips of Wonder of the Seas, so when you get on board you can have the best time you possibly can. So I have 5 tips for you today, and let's get into them. My first tip is to download the Royal Caribbean app. That's very important. I didn't realise how much I would actually use it until actually I got on board. But like when we were in the terminal before, you can just do your muster drill, you can watch your video, you can listen to the horn, and it ticks it off for you. And then you just go on the ship, go to your muster station, and that's that done. And you can start your holiday. And then also with the shows, you have to, on Wonder of the Seas, reserve your shows. I think it's for most Royal Caribbean ships. But if you don't reserve your show, you have to wait in the non-reservation line, and you're just watching all these people go past, and you're not going to get a good seat. But if you reserve, you get there like 20 minutes before, 20-25 minutes before, get a drink. You can get a really good seat anywhere you want, really. So I would definitely recommend downloading the app. And also through the app, I've got it right here, like you'd have all the activities. This is my cruise for next year, so there's nothing now at the moment. But you'd have your activities. So let's say there was like a football competition I want to do. You would press like add to calendar, and then on your my calendar here it would say it. So you could really you could look through the week, add all that you wanted, and then you could plan your day around it. So like I wanted a football competition, so I made sure we were back on the ship in Palma to go and do that. So I used it a lot more than I thought I would. I've been on other cruises without the apps and not used it at all really. So yeah, I think this is a really good app, and it worked really well on the ship. Tip number 2 is Johnny Rockets for breakfast. And I can't state how important this is to have like a really good start to your day. We went there 5 out of the 7 days. As some of you know, Johnny Rockets is only open for breakfast on the Oasis class ships. And I think it's one of the best additions to the class, because Windjammer will always be busy. Serenade Bistro, main dining room, they will always just be heaving with people. But Johnny Rockets was always so quiet, and it's really good food, and the service was impeccable in there. The people are really nice in there. So yeah, I would 100% recommend when you wake up, go to Johnny Rockets. It's open. Not as much as the other ones. It's a shorter time. It's only literally like a 2-hour window it is open. So we did miss it one day. But yeah, I would 100% recommend Johnny Rockets for breakfast if you can. It's outside in the boardwalk as well, so you get some nice fresh air as well to start your morning. Yeah, 100% recommend Johnny Rockets for breakfast. Tip number 3. If you're going to go to a specialty restaurant, pre-book it before you get on board. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so I will pay for stuff on pounds on the pre-cruise planner, where if I get on board I have to pay dollars exchange rates, and it's just more awkward. So we went to Wonderland and the Mason Jar for brunch, so we pre-booked it to know what the price was before we're going. So we paid £100 for Wonderland, that's all we paid, and we knew it was £100, not we paid whatever it was in dollars and we're not sure what the exchange rate is. So and pre-booking it, you know what it's going to be. It's like with the drinks package, you pre-book it so you don't have a bill at the end of the holiday. So then we also paid for Mason Jar. I think that was like £44. So yeah, it was all paid for up front, and it was not included, but it was all ready to go while we were on board. So we could plan our days around it, not just go, oh, should we go Wonderland tonight? Also, restaurants on board really do book up, so that's another reason to pre-book them before you go. And I like to mention that a quick thing, Wonderland, good service in there, and the Mason Jar, it was really nice food in the brunch as well. So I would recommend both of them. Tip number 4 is about cabins. So on board Wonder of the Seas, I had a Central Park balcony, and it's one of my favourite rooms if I'm being completely honest. It's such a unique area with the internal balcony. But that's not what I'm on about. It's about that I got an extra bit of balcony for the price of the same room. So basically how the ship was built, these 6 rooms have an extended balcony just because that's how the ship was built, and not many people know about them. So obviously there's 6 rooms in 2,600 and 2,000, how many? I got it right on the Wonder trivia, now I can't remember it. 2,767, that is it. I think. So there's a lot to choose from. So there's 6 rooms. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna write the room numbers on the screen, and I'm gonna just tell them now. So there's 10,229, 10,629, 11,229, which was our one, 11,629, 12,229, 12,629. So there's 6 rooms. If you are getting a Central Park room, and that's the one you want, check out for those 6 rooms, because you get an extra bit of balcony for no extra cost. So I'll probably have my video going somewhere showing you it. So yeah, it's really nice just to have that extended bit of balcony, and you can see a lot more. It's really nice just to have it for no extra cost as well. And a little bonus, little hint, is the room has loads of USBs. Like if you do forget, I've done it before on the cruise, I forgot my adapter. You do not need a problem with you don't need a problem. That doesn't make sense. You don't need to worry. Like there's so many USBs around the room. They're by your bed. There's one at the desk, so you'll be a-okay if you've just got a USB. Tip number 5 is don't underestimate Park Cafe. While I was on my 7-night cruise, Park Cafe was always quiet, and I thought it was a really good selection of food. They had that beef sandwich they have in there, delicious. The gravy they put on the bottom of the bread, 100% go and try that. There's some really good selection of soups, wraps. They have paninis in there as well. They've got really good selection, and there's so much seating. So if you go to Cafe Promenade or Sorrento's, like it's always packed because it's on the promenade. But I know Park Cafe does close in the evening at like 6, I think. But there's so much seating for lunch. So, and yeah, I think it's better than the Windjammer. I know Wonder of the Seas has the biggest Windjammer on the Royal Caribbean fleet, but I think Park Cafe, just because it's in Central Park, there's outdoor seating, it's just a nice area to have lunch. So make sure if you're on board Wonder of the Seas, definitely go and try out Park Cafe for lunch. And yeah, I would suggest to go more than one day, because yeah, they do a good set. It's different food every day, apart from the beef sandwich, but I could have that 7 days in a row. That's my top 5 tips of Wonder of the Seas. I hope they help you out, and make sure you have an amazing holiday on that amazing ship. Wonder of the Seas is just something else. The upgrades they've done from Oasis, Allure, Symphony, Harmony is all put into like Wonder, plus more. It's an amazing ship. If you go on it, you have a great time. So much food, entertainment's amazing. The shows, Agra show, amazing. Make sure you reserve that on the app. When you get on board, reserve it. Amazing. Because on the last day they had to cancel it, so we were going to watch it again. But the ship was too rocky. So yeah, make sure you go and enjoy yourself on Wonder of the Seas. That was my top 5 tips. Make sure you check out my other content about Wonder of the Seas. I've got a ship tour, room tour, and a review coming soon. If you like what you see, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. It's very much appreciated, and it really does help me out. I'm also on Instagram and on TikTok. Link is in the description to go and follow me on those social media platforms. Thank you for watching. It's been Shipfaced here, and I will see you guys in the next video.